Who was your childhood inspiration?
Ooh,
There's another one from Bobby
Childhood
Nicole
inspiration.
Shaluta. She just won herself a lot of
motor products.
motor products.
Yeah, the motor oil filter kit, oil change kit, and an
Shaluta.
MC care kit.
Congratulations, guys. Inspiration.
You know, you obviously look up to Chad Reed.
Mhm.
You know, he did what every Australian aims to do.
Yep.
Make it over to the US or Europe
Yep.
and perform.
Yep.
Like that's what everyone likes to do. But like growing up, you know, now I look up to Jet Lawrence and that they did what every junior kid wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why he wouldn't talk to you at Coolum? Oh yeah, that's right, because he thinks you're a stalker.
Hey, you want to have a chat?
Not to you. Yeah, continue.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of... we haven't had this conversation yet, Nick. Who did you look up to?
Travis Pastrana,
Yeah.
Chad Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But when did that fascination start?
Chad Reed really young.
Really?
You know, because back then we didn't get the access to what we have now. So we got to see Supercross, you know, like a week later on TV, and Chad Reed was the guy. Yeah, exactly.
Or bar to bar 12 months later.
Chad Reed was the guy. That's where the fascination, like, dude, I was and also the same as Travis Pastrana, I was the biggest Pastrana fan in the world. And I still am to a certain extent. That, I think, and then there's a few more names, which I'm just trying to think of off the top of my head, like a couple of guys, which were early pro circuit days, like, you know, you got to go Carmichael. I wasn't an MC fan.
Yeah. No, I
What
mean,
about you?
because I asked that because of just that, like, we didn't have social media when we were younger, and our access to the American stuff was... So later when I grew up, like, I'm a big Pastrana guy. Like, I think I've told the story where I nearly cried when he was within like a meter and a half of me at the first ever Nitro Circus. I was at that one, the first ever one they did in Brisbane. But that was later on in life, like, because you got to be able to access a lot of the stuff and learn a lot more about him, and all these movies came out, like the 199 Lives. Like, I watched that thing on repeat as well. That's an epic documentary.
It's one of the best.
But no, for me, like, and I said this when we had Ford Dale in here, those were because I seen them all the time. Ford, Dean Slade, they were a little bit older than me. Travis Regling. Like, Travis Regling was a big idol of mine because I got to see him at club days.
Dan Reardon was mine.
Dan Reardon.
Dude, when he rocked up to Sunny States in his van, I was like, dude, Reardon's in a van.
Yeah.
Where's the truck?
I wanted a high ace.
Yeah, like that's what it does.
Yeah.
That's what it was, dude. I was, and that's something I'd love to hear it, because, dude, when I went to a Sunny States, I was just like, wow, that's Dan Reardon. Like, I'm walking behind Dan Reardon or something like that. I'm interested to see if kids these days are like that with people like Todd. I like that with people like Kirk. But if it's not, I feel it's because social media has given a connection to so many of these American riders that they have something to look up for, and they don't realize. Another one that's come through from Darren Matt, Peter Melton.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. We had Mickey Cook when we talked to, like, all those dudes. And that, what you're saying, Nick, and I'll jump in if I can, is us when we were at thing, we were talking to this with Mike Ward, and he was of the same opinion. Like, these guys, we don't know. It's got to be a combination, and we feel it's a combination. Or I personally, I'll put my name to this. I personally feel it's a combination of social media and the access the riders get, like, because then they were a period there. They weren't doing Sunny States. They weren't doing club days. They were staying away from all that sort of stuff. They were just doing nationals and training.
Yeah,
and they lose that base because the kids don't get to see them. Like, as he said, we got to see those pro guys nearly all the time because there was no training facilities. There was none of this stuff. It was just race days, Sunny States, you know, whatever. They were at all of them. So you got to see them more often. So it's a combination of that and, access to the American stuff so good now, or European stuff. Like, you can follow Jed Beaton every day and know what he's doing because it's right there in front of you. But it's, I feel like it's a combination. The riders here need to really put effort in a bit.
I'd like to know, you know, like, kids out there are excited to be, like, meters away from top orders.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, having him around. And
I got to see it. This is a bit of a story, and this meant a lot more to me than I can probably talk about, was Trent's young fella.
Oh.
Seeing Jay Wilson
Did you see him the other day when we were at the track too?
Yeah.
He clammed up again.
Clammed up nearly to the stage where you get like tears of your excitement or that scared to be talking to these people.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that. And seeing that like just gave me that much faith back that okay, it's still okay. These people still have kids that look up to them. Yeah. So that was a pretty special thing for me to see.
Yeah.
What about you, like growing up, if you like going to the track, you know, who were the people that you got to see that you were, you know, just like pumped to see?
Yeah, obviously Todd's one of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've gone to training with Benny and Todd's there, and like you get to see what he does week in, week out, and just having him around, like, you know, he talks to us and he gives us pointers and that sort of stuff, and it's unreal to have that sort of access.
Yeah, he's one of the best humans in the world. That
yeah,
guy.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he just, I mean, yeah, we got to talk to him before everything got shut down up there, and he just casual as like so easy, and he has time for you guys, the young guys, and that's probably the other thing, Nick. But Todd's one. What else? Who else? There's a big gap though. There's a big gap. That's what I was saying.
Fordale's another one for me.
Oh yeah. I still get like a message from Ford, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
I got to stop doing that.
But you know, and like that's another cool thing. Like, I can get my phone now. I can go through my contacts list. You know, they can just like scroll through it. You know, like okay, you get like people like Cooper Webb, you get stuff like that. But still, when you get and I see like Fordale, I'm like,
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Like, there's still people in there like superstars in America, but when I'm scrolling through, I still have people like that. Like Ford, you're just like, dude, this is pretty cool.
Hey, when Jack makes it, just better make sure you don't forget about us, man. Here,
yeah, he's gonna carry me to. He's gonna carry me to.
Take us with you. Remember who put you on the podcast first.
He's gonna carry me to a dub.
You got much stuff coming through the comment section there, Nick.
Do you look up to J? He goes, would look up to J Law, I reckon. Do you remember Jason Lawrence? Do you know who Jason Lawrence is?
Yeah, Lawrence's dad?
No.
I don't know. No, it's Dad
That
Lawrence.
is
That's
the
Dan
show
Lawrence.
title.
Write that down. Jet Lawrence's dad.
Jet Lawrence's
I
dad.
forgot who.
So,
Nah, it's alright.
oh, another one that your dad just come through, and this one breaks my heart. Andrew McFarlane.
Yeah.
That still hurts.
Yeah.
Can you explain to him who Jason Lawrence is?
J-Law.
If I do it doesn't probably, yeah.
He's not...
He bit an ear. He bit an ear and went to jail.
Yeah. He's like not the OG bad boy. There's a couple before him, but he was legit like off the chain. Insane.
Yeah.
Like there is a story of him on the start line at a Supercross when he was battling a 250 title, which he beat Ryan Dungey to the title. Supercross West.
Yes. Yep.
Yelling on the start line at Dungey, like just yelling at him.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Just yelling at him to get in his head. Like he was insane. You gotta go back. You got a lot of research to do.
I'm going home to do a lot of
this
research.
Oh.
dude, like him and Villo, man, just had this rivalry, which was just they, you know, the promoters would not put them on the track together because things like they just loop their bikes out into each other or just spear tackle each other. It would just.
I'm sure you've seen you would have seen a video of a dude on like a KXF 250 like flick his bike up and like run in a corner where they stop and brake check each other. It's all over. Like if you go to YouTube and look at like,
I will show you after. You'll know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But this is just the thing. The rivalry these two had. They would constantly just find each other on the racetrack.
Yeah, and
it would just be. And then he really went off the rails. He bit someone's ear off and went to jail.
It's insane.
Hashtag let J Law ride.
Yeah.
Let J Law ride again.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, there's another one, another Mitchell Pond, J Law and RV wrestling on the track.
Yeah.
A video that everyone looks at you gets like.
I like it though, but we cannot call Jet Lawrence J Law. Like, there's no way we could call him J Law.
I'm telling my kids that it's his dad.
Who's J Law? Jet's dad. Yes. Yeah. There's some sick names. We gotta do some like. It's bad though that like I feel like we got to sit these young fellas down and be like, hey, this is some pioneers in the sport, and this is like early 2000s stuff. Like we haven't gone back to Ricky Johnson and those dudes, like the original bad boy.
The bad boy of motocross, Rick Johnson.
His name was the bad boy Rick Johnson. That's like.
What about? I'm gonna throw another name. Tyler Evans. Have you ever heard of Tyler One Punch One Evans?
I've not.
I think the last time Tyler rode was actually before he was born. 04, 05 would have been his last season.
Do you remember him, Brisbane Entertainment Centre, maybe 2001.
Yeah, probably. I may have been.
Once again, just a bad dude on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
There's another guy. I'm trying to remember.
R.I.P. too.
He unfortunately took his own life only 2 years ago, I think it was, which is really, really disappointing. There's another rider in Europe, and he rides these arena crosses. And do you know who this guy is?
I don't know who he is. But there's videos of him.
There's these videos. I'll send it to you as well. It's just like this 20-minute compilation of just takeouts. Like, this guy has one intention and one intention only. It's that the person he is versing is on the ground. Like, I forgot who it is. If anyone out there is listening to this now, type the name in there in the chat just so I can remember, because this dude is a freak. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the dude. Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen the guy. He's like, he just ghosties bike into people, like insane stuff. And I mean, chicken. We haven't even talked about chicken.
Hey, Gavin Mel. Yeah. Australia has so much talent. Now we just need to show the world the work ethic that we're able to deliver. And
I think it's showing.
I think it's showing, but that is so correct, dude. We have some of the best motorcycle riders in every discipline that come out of this country. You know, it's supercross, motocross. You got what's his name? Does the enduro? I can't believe I forgot his name.
Which one, Milner?
No, runs Red Bull KTM. Drives the car as well now.
Oh, Toby Price.
Yeah. Freestyle, road races. Miller, R.I.P. Miller's Championship last night. Just incredible. It's just.
Well, who's like? I mean, it's probably a hard question to answer, but right now, like, who's your favorite Australian rider, like athlete? I mean, Jet Hunter, like, disregard them, but like here in Australia, because there's a lot of good dudes right now.
There is.
Who's like your favorite dude you like to watch here in Australia? Go around. And don't say Todd, because that's an easy one too.
Yeah.
450 or 250?
I'd have Luke Clout.
Yeah.
He was really smooth at Maitland.
Yeah.
He was unbeatable there.
Yeah.
He was unreal.
Yep. Yeah. I think he's the next one for us here in Australia.
Yep. What about you? Same question. Mm-hmm. Give me a 250, give me a 450. I reckon a 250 may be the same.
Yeah, Cole Webster all day, Luke.
Different.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm a man, from talking to him on the show and watching what he does, and
I'm just watching him ride a motorcycle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, watching Kyle Webster ride a motorcycle was like epic. And yeah, like Kyle Webster to me is a 250 guy. 450 guy. That one's tough because there's so many different reasons why I can like certain riders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have Kirk Gibbs. So
it's either Kirk Gibbs or his teammate Metcalf. I love watching Medi ride a motorcycle. And for 250, dude, I love watching Nathan Crawford.
Yes.
He rides that thing amazing.
Next pick.
Dude, when he is on...
Jesse.
Oh, well, that's the pick after that.
Yeah,
when you watch those two on and when they are on, it is insane and impressive to watch. Watching Dobson at Coolum, watching Crawford at Coolum is absolutely incredible.
Actually, you forgot about the dude who was fast qualified at the Queensland titles at Coolum. Noel Ferguson, dude.
Yeah.
He is an absolute freak on a bike.
We were in for a friggin' treat.
There was going to be a good title. Stop you, Crawford. Yeah, there's a lot of good dudes. I'm a big Todd Waters fan, though, as well. Like, his unorthodox riding style gets me, though. Like, how it's so unusual, but he makes it work.
252 stroke.
And he is so fast. Like, dude, he did not even look fast at Coolum in qualifying. It was like, I think he was like 2 seconds quicker.
2.5, yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't look fast. And he did like every single lap of that 15-minute practice session.
Couple more comments.
Yes.
Brendan's first race. Have you ever Googled YouTube Brendan's first race? See? Brendan's first race is a showstopper. We have to show Wiz that. Yeah. Luke Hughes, our boy Luke Hughes. Bowers 10 years ago. Dude.
Oh.
Bowers 10 years ago when he was fresh onto the pro circuit Kawasaki 250.
Fresh off running over people at Arena Cross.
Dude. Just loved to kill people. Loved it. And then he messed with... Who broke his leg?
The phrase... Barsha?
Yes. Vegas.
Barsha broke his leg. The one dude you do not play Bam Bam is Bam Bam. All these gas having fun.